everyone, Mom Mike here, and today is a quick video. This is what I'm playing for September 2022, so let's get right into it. First, we'll go ahead and address the elephant in the room. Yes, I'm wearing a new shirt. I really like this shirt. It says Mechanical Rat Pizza and Child Casino. I find that very funny. I've never actually been to a Charles E. Cheese though, so maybe I don't have a right to wear the shirt. Regardless of that, I am wearing it and we are getting right into this video. I'm gonna start off with some honorable mentions of what I was playing over the summer. I ended up playing Gears Judgment 4 and 5 with a friend who had never played the games before. I'd played all those titles, but I played those online co-op with a friend who hadn't gotten to those ones yet, and it was a ton of fun. It reminded me of how much I love gaming and also kind of got me out of the lull that I was in, feeling like I couldn't find games that really jived with me. Part of that being though, I think I've been playing too much of the same thing and getting back into shooters, which are some of my favorite, games. It really lit a fire in me that I don't have, an issue with, oh, there's nothing I want to play. It's that I was kind of just forcing myself to play games that I was interested in, but not in the mood for. So I'm actually going to start off with a game that right now I have on pause for that reason. This is Astria Ascending for the Nintendo Switch. I like this game. From the get-go, the story had me interested. It had some puzzles and platforming that I wasn't expecting, but that I find fun. I think it really mixes up what a JRPG, can include. I don't love the art style, but I like the gusto. I like all the different characters, how they are all very different. I just find some of them very over the top. I don't love how your characters look, when they're actually moving on screen, but I really appreciate the direction they took it in and the initiative shown to do something so different. The game has a variety of environments for you to visit and tons of people to meet. I do not really like the little mini game that's included. I can't get it. I think it's called J-Star or something. I don't really understand it. I don't find it fun, but because I'm playing on Switch, there's no achievements or anything tied to it, so I don't have to play it and I don't have to worry about it as of right now. I'm sure they'll throw in a side quest at some point that wants me to play 20 games of it, and I'll be rather upset. But for now, I'm just ignoring all that because it doesn't seem to be important and it's not adding anything to the experience for me. Otherwise, though, it's a challenging game. The bosses are quite difficult. You definitely need to leverage your different party options, and it's unique in some ways. If a character is downed, you can actually swap them out with an able-bodied, party member. I think that's cool. It feels a little like cheating, but it's how the game works, right? Some of the features in there feel a little bit like I'm, cheating in the way that there's an option to actually choose how much XP you want the party members who aren't currently playing to get. And usually I am really bummed out by that in like the Tales game, for example, is that, oh, this character is earning no XP because you never use them. And then they end up being so underleveled that you just say, never mind, for the rest of the game, you're going to sit on the bench. This game actually giving you the option to choose how much XP you want those other characters to have is neat. And for me, it makes the game a bit more accessible for my time, in that I just don't have the spare time I used to grind a ton of levels, and just endlessly play these games that are very long. So I feel it's respectful to my time in that way, but it does feel a little bit like maybe I'm being a cheater Bob. Overall, I can't say I recommend the game yet. I'm not far enough in it, and I'm taking a break from it because I was in the mood for another shooter, and right around that time, The Last of Us Part 1 came out, and boy, did I just love playing this again. I will not say any spoilers here. We did an in-depth spoiler cast over at Last Stand Media. I got to be part of that, which was a lot of fun. I'll say that the game looks wonderful. It plays very well. It was awesome to see this game, in the best possible way, be able to replay it. I hadn't played it in a couple of years. And this is my 4th time playing the game, but it was still scary. There were still moments that really got my adrenaline going, moments that had me yelling at the TV, my hands were sweaty. It was just phenomenal to play it again. And the emotional impact of the story is still there. There were still moments I did not want to relive. I didn't want to see it again. There were moments that I'm still wrestling with the morality of. Again, no spoilers, but the ending of this game still has me just really mixed up inside. I've played it 4 times now, and I still feel like the ending of this game was impactful. It hits me differently every time, and that's just the staying power of this game. I really enjoyed playing it. I think I might play it through again, along with the Left Behind DLC. I played that through once. I think I might go ahead and play both of those through again. Maybe try and get the platinum on this. I usually don't. I usually don't care, but something about this game makes me want to go that extra mile. And maybe it's just because I want to spend more time with it. It's also got me thinking that maybe I'll finally play The Last of Us Part 2. Seeing this game and the improvements in it, and knowing that some of that is, improvements and animations brought over from Last of Us Part 2, it's softening me a bit to actually playing that game. I've put it off for so long. I truly just told myself that, this is the canon, this is where it ends for me, and I'm just gonna leave it at that. And after playing this and spending time with these characters again, it makes me very curious about the second game and how I'll actually react to it. So I'm thinking I might finally give that a go, and certainly if I do, you'll find out about it. And lastly on the list, in the vein of playing more shooters, I've started Borderlands 3. I had this game still sealed from when I purchased it, at launch, and I just never got around to playing it, but I have just been so in the mood for shooters, especially after playing The Last of Us Part 1. I just wanted to jump into another one, which is why Astria Ascending is still on the back burner, because I'm just not in the mood for it right now. It's a well-made game and I'm enjoying it, but I need a break from the turn-based JRPGs. I play so many of them, and getting back into shooters, playing something that's just much more dynamic, it's been awesome, and I'm really liking Borderlands 3. It's so funny. I missed the humor of the Borderlands games. I know some people find it very over the top or annoying. Some of it is, but it's just, that's the world, that's what it is, and I am just loving the silliness after playing The Last of Us Part 1, which is a rather solemn and serious game. Playing something very silly and upbeat, it's colorful, the guns are just over the top, and I love just all the loot. It's been a blast to play this game and finally get to it after hearing so many awesome things about it over these couple of years that it's been released, but just never actually getting around to playing it. So I'm having a ton of fun with that, and it's making me feel like I want to replay the Borderlands games again. I haven't played the first one in several years, and I'm a huge fan of that game. It's probably my favorite of the Borderlands series. For now, who knows, maybe this one could overtake that in some way. But that game is, of course, what made me fall in love with it, fall in love with Claptrap and all the characters, and just the loot and all the weapons. I adore these games, and it's been a blast to be back into them. So that was what I'm playing for September 2022. Let me know in the comments below what games you're playing, or if you played any of the same titles as I did. Like, comment, subscribe if you want to see more, and I'll see you next time. Bye!